In this video, I'm going to talk about the easiest ways to make a lot of money fast if you're a beginner. So let's get into it. Now, when I first came online, I had very little money. I didn't have any money to invest. I didn't even have a credit card at the time. So, a lot of people say, hey man, I just put it on the credit card, man, and pay later. No, I didn't have a credit card. Put anything to pay later. I couldn't even pay my bills. I paid rent, my cell phone, power. I struggled to make my car payment, and I kept struggling to make my car payment for at least a year. I barely made my insurance. I just kept struggling. I was always late on my car payment for like over a year. And I still remember this like it was yesterday, by the way. So, a lot of people I would hear, and this is like 15 years ago, by the way. This is when people wasn't calling social media when I first came online. They just said it was just another website, basically. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it is today. Back then we had MySpace was the Facebook of today. And you had MySpace and you had a bunch of other sites. YouTube was around, but it wasn't like it is today. And Facebook was around, but Facebook came about later, but it wasn't like it is today. And a lot of sites came and left. So I remember I went to an event, a conference, and I barely made this conference, by the way. I think I ended up paying like $200. I think I ended up. I know how I got the $200. I forgot. It was this concept that this guy told me. He said, I don't even remember what they call it, but basically, where I think we had like 10 people at the time, and every week we would give him $50. I think it was $50, and 50 times 10, that's $500, right? So every week somebody would get the $500, and we did that for so every 10 weeks I would get the $500. We did that for about 6 months, I want to say, and that's how I got the $200 to pay to go to that event and the flight. That's basically how I got the money to go to that event. And this was in New Jersey at the time, Newark, New Jersey at the time, right outside of New York. And when I went to that event, people were in there saying, hey, I want to get rich. And people were in there saying stuff like, I want to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. And I'm looking at them like, look, I just want to, if I can get at least $1,000 after I'm done, paying. If I had $1,000 left after I'm done paying my bills, I'd be happy with that. See, I wasn't even asking for much. I wasn't even thinking big like that. I'm like, look, because when I couldn't pay all my bills. After I'm done with my paycheck, I got $100 left, $50 left. I barely had enough money for gas, and I'm getting paid every 2 weeks at a time. So I'm struggling, man. you know, my job just wasn't paying me enough. That's basically what. And plus, I was over leveraged. I had a car payment that I had a car I shouldn't have had. It was a bad deal on that car. I should have never got that car. But at the time, I was kind of forced to get that car because that's the only offer I could get. That's the only offer any dealership gave me at the time because I had bad credit. These two other dealerships was telling me, hey, I can get you in the car, but you're gonna have to pay $5,000 deposit, $2,000 deposit. I didn't have no $2,000, you know. So this guy was like, hey, I can get you in this car, but the interest rate is gonna be high. It's like 17% interest rate and no money down. So he said, hey, you can take it home for the weekend, man, you know, test drive it. And I took it home, test drive it, and I didn't have no other option. So I'm like, you know, I just gotta figure it out. So I got the car, you know. So I just needed money to pay my bills. That's where I was at when I first got started online. And when I figured out that, you know, I didn't know anything about being online at the time, and I just needed something, a way to just pay my bills, right? So what I discovered, man, is one of the easiest ways is to make money is to get in the results business. You know, now some people say, well, service business, or some people even say the experience business. You know, so I give you an example. If you can guarantee that you can get somebody results in whatever it may be, it could be more money, it could be you can guarantee that whatever they need done at their house, they're going to get done. Whatever going on with their car is going to get done. As far as the experience goes, you could entertain them. Maybe you want to have parties. I don't know what it could be, but it basically entertainment, anything that involves having a certain type of experience, anything that involves you getting them results that they want, people will pay money for it, man. That's what I've experienced. You know, and so what I did in the beginning is I give you an example. I was in the direct sales, right? And a lot of people needed more leads in network marketing, MLM at the time, direct sales at the time. So what I would do is I would go get them more leads. And I would say, hey, if I get you 100 leads, would you pay me this? And they said, absolutely. So I went out and got them 100 leads a month, and they paid me XYZ. So that's exactly what I did. It was simple. It wasn't complicated. It wasn't sexy. It was like, if I can guarantee you 100 leads a month, you give me this amount of money. They said yes. You know, and that probably went on for like 5 years, you know, and that helped me generate a lot of money. And it started from me being online, connecting with people online, going to the conference and connecting with people at the conference. And the people at the conference were some of the same people I saw online at the time. But that's just an example of I can get them what they want, and they can pay me what I want. You know. Now I have a friend that has parties. These certain kinds of parties. These are not regular parties. These are, let's say, they're adult parties. Let's just say that, right? Private parties, right? So what my friend does, she gives them an experience that's private, closed doors, nobody knows about it. You have to be invited, right? So she's like, if I can give you a good experience one night for 4 to 5 hours, give or take, will you pay me this amount of money? And they said, absolutely. I'll pay you $100, $150 for 4, 5, 6 hours. If you can guarantee me a good experience around the certain types of people that I would like to be around, that's going to enhance my experience at this party. So that's what she did. And she get, the price point is different. For single people, it's what? I think it's for single men, it's $75. For women, it's $40. For couples, I think it's like $100, $150, $100, $150. So, that's another way of making a lot of money. You're giving people an experience. Now some people say, well, that's kind of like entertainment. It is. It is, and that would be a part of entertainment. You're giving people an experience, having a party, private party. You have to be invited. This is not open to the public. People want to be private, etc., etc. But that's not the point. The point is, you can specialize in something, and people are willing to pay for it. That's my point. And you don't have to be a celebrity or entertainer, or you don't have to be a well-known person to do this. You just have to deliver on what you say you're going to do. And once you know that you can deliver on what that is, you have to ask yourself, who are these people that are willing to pay the price that I want? And where do I find these people? Are they online or offline? Are they at a conference? Or are they at, I don't know where it may be. But you just have to find out where they're at. Are they on some forum, Reddit? Are they on Facebook? Are they on YouTube? Or I don't know, are they on Google? I don't know where they may be at. You have to figure that out. Where are the people? You might have a friend that knows some of these people. Whatever. You just have to figure out. But you have to know what you can guarantee to make happen. What results can you guarantee? That's the first thing you have to get together. Figure out what do you know that you can guarantee to get the results that the people want. And once you figure that out, and you can structure a deal, structure the actions, and figure out how you're going to make it happen. How you going to make it like clockwork, where it's like, this is going to happen regardless, because I have the right people in the environment. See, once you have the right person, you can make it work. That's been my experience. If you have the wrong person, let's say it's not going to work out. Because if you have somebody where they're hard to please, they don't follow directions well, they want to do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, well, that's not going to work. But, you know, if you have the right person, you can be successful, and you can be in what some people call in the results-based business. And some people would say it's really a service business, but it's different levels. You're really in the results business. You're giving people what they want, giving people an experience that most people probably never had or probably want, but don't know where to get it from. So people are willing to pay more to save time, have a better overall experience, save money, whatever it is, you know. But it's good to specialize in something. It's good to become an expert in something, rather than just be an average Joe, you know. So these are just a few examples of how to make money fast as a beginner, especially when you're first coming online. You don't know anybody, you really don't know much of anything, you have very little money, like I did in the beginning. Like I said, you know, I barely had $100 left after my paycheck, and I got paid every 2 weeks at the time, you know. So hope this helps you out. Like, share this video, tell me what you think below. If there's anything I can do to help you, you can always leave me a comment below, and I'll get back to you. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.